Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Tacamo Television. I'm your host, William Changer, here at the beautiful Temple of Music. Ich hört ein Bächlein rauschen, voll aus dem Felsenquell, hinab zum Tale rauschen, so frisch und wunderhell. Ich weiß nicht, wie mir würde, nicht wer den Rat mir gab. Ich musste auch hinunter mit meinem Wanderstab. Ich musste auch hinunter mit meinem Wanderstab. Good evening and welcome to another episode of Tacamo Television. I'm your host, William Changer, at the beautiful Temple of Music on a lovely spring day. So, humble viewers, have we got a show for you tonight? For you hell-bent on destruction, we have another adventure of Jerry's Adventures in Hell. And from our West Coast subsidiary, Art Zach, the All-Talk Talk Show. So join us, won't you? Kick back, relax, and watch what we like to call Tacamo Television.
Our story so far. Jerry, alive but in hell, discovers a mysterious connection between himself and Stephanie, the devil's own damn secretary. Fearing he will not be given justice, he flees his guide and captor, Vince, and winds up in the banana room.
Wait a second here. There's something going on that's really wrong. Aren't I the one who's supposed to be tortured?
I'm tormenting you with confusion.
Stop! Get away from me! I hate bananas! I hate them!
Try a plantain.
For banana split, they go down real smooth. Get away! Ugh. Banana bread, banana smoothie.
Banana tofu yogurt spread with sprouts?
Banana! For God's sake, get those bananas away from me! The spit of old Nick! This one's got power!
Possible. The damned are powerless. Powerlessness is a big part of being damned.
Yeah. Well, let's give him a banana! Banana! Get away! Banana's better! Right! Yahweh! Allah! Moses! Buddha! How about that? Christmas! Elijah! Hanukkah! All Saints Day! Father's Day! Messiah! Bishop! Pope! Rabbi! Television evangelist! Baruch! Oh, wait, you don't have to eat any bananas! Tell me who Stephanie is and where I can find her! Stephanie who? Stephanie Persephone!
Well, that's a dumb name.
God!
Oh, really? I mean it. If your last name was Persephone, would you name your kid Stephanie?
Pretty trick. I bet the kids made fun of her when she was little. Look, I don't care about her name. Just tell me where I can find her. I've never even heard of her. God! Leave us alone. We're just demon bananas. We don't know anything about some bimbo with a rhyming name. Hey, she's not a bimbo. God! Now you tell me where I can find her, or I'm gonna list every saint, every holy day, and every religious idea I can think of.
Told you we don't know anything about anything except tormenting people with bananas.
Oh yeah? Rosary, holy water, baptism, Vince! Suppose you think you're a big guy now picking on a bunch of banana demons. Screw you, Vince. You're no better than they are. Look, kid, I'm just doing what I have to do. Oh, are you? Are you really? Have you ever tried anything different? I mean, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm sure of that. There are rules down here, Vince. Follow the rules, follow them right, and get me out of here. I mean, after that, I'll be good. Jerry, you have no idea what it's like being down here. Vince, we can do things you wouldn't believe. I mean, I've got power down here. Power to break the rules. It must be because I'm still alive. Kid, for the last time, I'm... God! Oh. God, 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 God! Nice going, kid. What'd I do? Said enough holy words to trip off the alarm system. Let's get out of here. Huh? Run, boogie, beat. What, isn't that what you're so keen on doing a few minutes ago? No, Vince, I don't want to... Look, in about 2 minutes, this place is going to be full of the kind of things that save me for the day Wayne Newton dies. I'm not going to be here. Vince, does this mean you're going to help me now? Why not? What are they going to do, send me to hell? Yeah, well now we're on the same side. They can get some new clothes. Oh!
Live from our fabulous studios, it's ArtSite's very special edition of the Leisure Club with Chuck, Brad, and little old me, Harry Mylar.
Hello. Welcome back to the Leisure Club. I'm Harry Mylar.
And I'm Chuck Brad.
And tonight's special edition of the Leisure Club is the All Talk Show. It's all talk, no commercial endorsements. We're plug-free for your convenience.
Thanks, Harry. Our guests tonight are Terry from West Hollywood, Nancy from Silver Lake, Brian from Van Nuys, Martha from Malibu, Ben from the Inland Empire, Pip from Burbank, Lee from Canyon Country, Nada from Serbo-Croatia, Barbara from Torrance, Scott from Venice Beach, and our extra special guest tonight is Bart from Beverly Hills. Back to you, Harry.
Thank you very much. Our next guest is going to be addressing the topic of pets and their illnesses.
I have these fish, and one of them took ill this week and got a bladder, and bladder? Mm-hmm. Bladder, he got a bladder infection. Well, his air bladder became, I don't know, infected or something, and he couldn't swim. And every time he swam, he turned upside down, and he floated to the top of the tank. And he just couldn't, he couldn't swim like a regular goldfish. And every time he wiggled down to the bottom of the tank, he would, fly back up because he had no weight. Something was wrong. And he started doing it. I thought he was acting up. But it turns out he was ill. And when he couldn't get, he couldn't get off the bottom of the top of the tank, he was hanging there upside down. I realized something was wrong, and I called the store. And they thought he was going to die. And, I have this little tank, and I put it right on my desk, so when I work I can see him. And certain people think I'm bonding too closely with the fish. I don't have children or anything, so... but I took care, I called, about the fish, and they said I should feed him little shrimp, baby shrimp, dead ones. And I got frozen cubes of baby shrimp, and you sort of defrost them a little bit, and then you drop them in the top of the tank, and as they defrost, these they're very tiny baby shrimp sort of float down, and the goldfish go after them. And, when they eat them, they don't get any air in their mouths because they're not going after those big flakes on top of the tank. So he's now swimming like a regular fish, and he doesn't float upside down, which is really good. And, you know, that's the story of my fish.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bad boy. Bad boy.
William Changer in beautiful Roger Williams Park. It's a glorious day in April, temperature roughly 72 degrees, barometric pressure 29.6 to 8 inches. What have we here? Yes, usual frivolity in the park on a beautiful spring day, some hacky sack by the Temple of Music, listening to tunes and catching some rays. Ah, wouldn't we all like to be in that position? Go down there.
Chuck?
Thank you. Our next topic is lunch.
Oh, well, when I went to school, it was pre-Twinkie, and so our lunch hours were rather boring. And one of the boys at the grade school on the playground one day decided he was going to show off, so he picked up a grasshopper and he stuck it in his mouth. And everybody was duly impressed and leaned up close so that they could listen to the grasshopper make noises inside of his mouth before he chewed him up and swallowed him. Then we started having contests, of course, so we didn't have 3 Twinkies. We had hundreds of grasshoppers in small children's mouths being crunched at the same time.
That's very interesting.
And now, something just for you. I was late for work, and, you know, I had my commute down pat. I knew every stoplight, I knew every pothole, I knew which lane was fastest on which block. And if it took me 15 minutes to get to work one night, where every light was green, there was no traffic, no problems at all, I said to myself, well, I got a 15-minute commute, and I'd wait until 15 minutes before I had to be at work, and then I'd say, okay, it's time to go. And you know, if every light wasn't with me and every lane wasn't clear, I'd get really frustrated, and I'd have to try to make up the time. And so this one night, it had been raining, and you know, when it rains, I leave my helmet on my bike upside down. It's where it clips onto the side of the bike. It fills up like a bucket. It gets wet, so I didn't want to wear it that night, because it would get my head wet. And so I was out, and it was raining, and it was nighttime, and I was, you know, trying to make up time because I was late for work. I was going about 60 miles an hour, and I was in maybe like a 30-mile-an-hour zone, and the streets was kind of wet, so you got to avoid the manhole covers, and even those painted lines on the road are kind of slippery. And as it turned out, I made it to work okay, so that was kind of okay. That was a happy ending. And if that wasn't enough, next we have an important topic that I think you'll all relate to, and that is insects and what to do about them.
Thanks, Harry.